Well, hello, welcome along. It's always good when you unmute a mic, isn't it? Nice to see you all, and also nice to be seen. I've got a young daughter just behind the table. Decided she didn't want to sleep, so if there's any weird noises, it's probably Abby. It's not. It's probably Tilly. There we go. But so yes, welcome. Tonight we have a special edition of the quiz because today is my mother's birthday. So I will sing happy birthday to my mother. You don't have to join in, but feel free to join in if you like. Her name's Marion. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marion. Mother, happy birthday to you. Tilly is looking at me, very confused. Also, interestingly this evening, I've got the windows open because it's 24 degrees in here. And yeah, oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, look at this. You're on the internet, Tilly? Oh, there we go. You're going to wave? You've got a wave for everyone. Go wave. You wave. There we go. Waves get kisses. Got a good wave? I'll pass you back to mummy. There we go. Good. Well, there she is. So, oh, sounds like the neighbours are using the hose. Anyway, windows open because Abby's closing the windows. Well, anyway, I digress. So, onwards. People of the world, welcome. Good evening to our English speaking viewers. God avond, yes, to our Dutch friends. Buenas noches to our Spanish friends. Buenos rata to our Italian friends. Buenos rata. Anyway, it's nice to have you all here, and it's nice to have you all playing. Who have we got at the moment? We've got 28 people at the moment. So, what happens? What happens, Dave? I hear you say. So, there's 8 rounds. The total score is out of 80. Answer speed is noted. Seconds count. If 2 people score the same, the fastest overall time wins. Tilly's kicking the table, that's why it's doing that. Don't worry about it. Just to explain to our fans. Yeah, so there'll be 3 rounds, there'll be a break, 3 rounds, a break, and then 2 rounds. In the breaks are 3 minutes, so you can go and do whatever you do in that amount of time. So anyway, last week we didn't have one last week, and I neglected to copy in the scores from the week before. But needless to say, people had the same score, and seconds separated them. Seconds count. Let's tell it. Good. So here we go. 3 minutes. Let's see who we've got playing today. We've got Mark and Sophie. Hello. Will Blackie. Brayton duo. Nice to have the Brayton duo back. Nice to have Will back as well, by the way. I've just noticed my hair. What's going on here? I mean, it's long because, you know, COVID. Sven and Olaf. Ooh, I like that one. The Tidies. Hello, Tidies. Team Links. Nice to have Team Links with us again. Always a pleasure now. Nikki and Joe. Always a pleasure to have Nikki and Joe with us every week. Every week they're here. They're like royalty. VIPs. Kathy and the Caplins back again. Taylor Towers. Taylor Swift. Josh Blackett. Oh, Josh is black. Josh is back. And also Blackie. Interesting. Tim and Linda with a Y. Last week I got confused because, well, not last week, the week before, because there's a Tim and Linda. Now, my auntie and uncle are called Tim and Linda and managed to create about 3 or 4 users one week, and they are spelt with an I, and this Linda is with a Y. And that's why I mentioned it last time, because I thought, Linda, you've spent your You've spelt your name with a Y, not an I. What are you doing? But, you know, great way to spell it. Thanks for playing, Tim and Linda. Quizzy Rascals and Quizzy... Oh, there's 2 sets of Quizzy Rascals. 00 Chevens. Quizeth Hara Quiz. Always good. Gareth, no doubt you can have some fun with the greenness of this. Magnificent Melvis and the P-Wet Pasty. Good. The Troths, welcome back. Tilly Bateman Fan Club. Hashtag TBFC. You've got fans, Tilly?
Yeah, Tilly.
You've got fans? Well, there we go. Excellent. Shenley Massive. Good to have them back. Shrewsbury Crew. Also good to have them back. Sausage Fingers. Gorn Nowhere. Welcome, Gorns. Welcome. Tim and Rachel. Again, VIPs every week. The Sherlocked In. Again, back. Cat in the Hat. Albondagaz. Ooh, those meaty balls. Masturbates. Good. The unofficial Marion Bateman Fan Club. Excellent. There you go, Mum. You've got fans. This is going to Bert and Chloe and Paul. Good. And we've still got a minute. So I'm going to have a little bit of my drink. We've got some good rounds for you this week. Tim on Cronenberg this week again for the French people. I've slightly changed the way the tech works in how this video gets on the screen, so might drop out. I hope it doesn't. It shouldn't, but there we go. But it's just a bit quicker now, which is nice. So I hope you're all well. I hope you're all very well. Doing Eskimo kisses. Is Eskimo kisses with the eyelashes or the nose? What's the butterfly kisses? Eskimo kisses. There we go. She's waving. She's waving. Hello. Waves get kisses. There you go. Well, round 1. Here we go. I hope you're all incredibly hype. Round 1, general knowledge. Of course it is. So, onwards to the first question. Oh, I should explain for those of you who haven't played it before. A question will appear on here, on my video feed, and then the answers will appear over here on Slido, and then you just pick whichever and then press submit or whatever it is. Tilly thinks I'm waving at her, so she's just waving at me. Hello. Anyway, so we will start with the first question. Not even when. What is the longest that an elephant has ever lived that we know of? Right, so I'll press the button now, start the quiz. What is the longest that an elephant has ever lived? Yeah, more waves. Is it 17 years, 49 years, 86 years, or 131 years? Just constant waves. I might just have to do this. There we go. Right then, here we go. Well, I've just realised I've put my laptop slightly out of my view, which was clever. I'll move that in a second. So, I can tell you that the correct answer was 86. 86, so 78% of you, well done. Just going to slightly move this laptop. There we go. Ooh, try not to get the old microphone cable. Good. So, hashtag elephant facts, 86. Right then, on to the next one, shall we? Bam. What is a tarsier? What is a tarsier? Sometimes this iPad is slow. I'm going to click that again. Gives all of you a nice advantage here, though. What is a tarsier? Is it a primate, a lizard, a bird, or a fish? What do you think? A primate, a lizard, a bird, or a fish? Been told the refresh rate on the timer is much better. That is the wonder of NDI. I've used a different NDI this time. Anyway, good. 56% of you said a primate. Is it a primate? Oh, yes it is. Look at that. I'll mark that as correct. A primate, 56. Isn't he cute? Look at his big old eyes. When they also, I think there's a type. I was going to say a make. I think there's a type called slow loris. And when we were abroad on our fancy travels, we saw slow lorises in the trees, and it's always good to remember that name because I have a friend called Tim Norris, and I always think of Slow Norris. Right then, on to the next question. Which of these animals does not appear in the Chinese zodiac? Which of these animals does not appear in the Chinese zodiac? The bear, the rabbit, the dragon, the dog. What do you think? Tim Riggs is Tim and Linda. That's good to know. That's not just me getting bizarrely confused. Nice to have you back again, Tim and Linda. There we go. Right then, which of these does not appear in the Chinese zodiac? When I first read this question, I thought, surely dragon, but no, I was wrong. It's bear. So well done to 56% of you. I'm just getting waved at constantly. It is wonderful. Anyway, right then. So bears, there we go. Next question. I'm like a presenter, like going, oh no, my clicker's not working. Technicians, my clicker's not working. Click it harder. Who are known as Brahmins? Dude. Who are known as Brahmins? Surfers in California, members of India's highest caste, islanders of Fiji, or Australians living in Perth? What do we think? Brahmins. Brahmins. It's all going on. It's all going on on the other side of this table. It's like a wrestling match. It's WWE. It's wonderful to watch. Tilly is all over the place. She is a handful. Good. Right. 63% of you said it was India's highest caste, and 63% of you would be correct. Well done. Good. On to the next one. How many holes? That's a big old fly. That's like a small bird. How many holes are on a standard 10-pin bowling ball? How many holes are on a standard 10-pin bowling ball? Is it 2, 3, 4, or 5? You got a little bit of extra time there to think about it whilst I was confused by the size of this small bird. There we go. Is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 4? Or is it 5? What do we think? This is just lovely music. It's Jodie Wistroff again. Anyway, let's carry on. Unless Tilly's got something to follow up with again. Good. Right then, the correct answer is 3. Well done to those of you who said 3. Anyway, on to the next. Lots of distractions tonight. Off the window. That we'll have a police car go past in a minute. It's not unusual. Next question. What are the main colours on the flag of Spain? What are the main colours on the flag of Spain? Is it black and yellow, green and white, blue and white, or red and yellow? What do you think? The flag of Spain. Surely you've seen it. They've been quite good in the football in the past. Maybe that's coming up later on, who knows? Good. So yeah, black and yellow, green and white. The countdown's finished, I'll stop. Wow, 100% of you said red and yellow, so well done to 100% of you. You are all winners, quite frankly. Well, you're not all winners, but you got that one right. On to the next one. In the nursery rhyme, how many blackbirds were baked in a pie? What do we think? I had completely forgotten this, and Abby sang it to me, so maybe we'll get Abby to sing it in a second. Was it 4, 11, 24, or 99? In the nursery rhyme, how many blackbirds were baked in a pie? Abby looks like she's racking her brains now trying to think of the rest of it. She got the beer, which has got the number, and that's all that really matters, isn't it? There we go. Oh, apparently. Oh, yeah, oh, people are telling me there's a wrong answer. I mean, I'm getting a lot of messages, and I apologise. What did it say? Oh, well. Abby, how many... We'll go back to that in a second. Abby, how many blackbirds were baked in a pie?
4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie.
4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie, which would make 24. 91% of you were correct. Well done. We'll go back to whatever was wrong with Spain in a moment. Good. Right then, what is a pomelo? What is a pomelo? Sorry, let me mark that last one as correct. I've got sidetracked by all the distractions. I blame Tilly. What is a pomelo? Is it a type of bicycle? Is it an old-fashioned punching bag? Is it a breed of dog, or is it the largest citrus fruit? It said blue and white. Someone says it says green and white. Oh, dear. Will Blackie says that he's had a weekly point robbed. Well, the one thing you can take away from it is that 100% of you lost a point on that one. So it's kind of fair, to be honest. Anyway, a pomelo. Is it a citrus fruit, you might ask? Yes, it is. It's a bloody large citrus fruit. It's the largest of the citrus fruits. All right. There we go. So a pomelo is the largest citrus fruit, although to me it sounded like a breed of dog. There we go, the largest citrus fruit. Right then, on to question number 9. How many points is the letter X worth in English language Scrabble? Rob K will do well at this, so will Helen Tidy. You alright? Whoa, whoa, whoa. If you say whoa, 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 she generally says it back to you. She chose not to this time. What an embarrassment. Good. So how many points is the letter X worth in English language Scrabble? 0, 6, 8 or 11? What do we think? Yes, hello. Well, here we go. The answer is 8. So for those of you who play Scrabble, well done. I'm one of you. Guilty. Guilty as charged.
Often lose.
Abby says I often lose. Needless to say, she often loses as well. And in fact, we drew recently, which was weird. Went 260 odd, and we drew. Good. Next question. Last one on general knowledge. How old is our glorious leader, Boris Johnson? How old is our glorious leader? Is he 52, 55, 57 or 63? Old Bojo, what do we think? His hair's almost as bizarre as mine. I'm having a great time with my hair. I might not cut it until I go back to work. It is long. Sticks out the back and sides, very pleasant. Oof. Oof. There we go. Right then, so I can tell you that our glorious leader, old Bojo, he is 55. The majority of you got that, so well done. Interestingly enough, if you find this interesting, he was born on the 19th of June and he is 56 in just a couple of weeks' time. He was born in New York City. Hashtag Bojo facts. There we go. He'll catch on, I'm sure. Right then, so. You taking her up? Hang on. We'll have this one say hello again.
Good night.
Oh, there we go. Hey. over there. Look over there. You got wave? You go wave? Let me stand up instead. Hey. Got a wave? You a wave, Tilly?
No.
Nope. Just an embarrassment. Not even a smile. She's looking at me like, who? No. There we go. Good. Oh, we usually get a wave out of her, so that's a shame. Hopefully that means she's tired. Right then, back to round number 2. What can I say? Tilly doesn't want to play ball for us this evening. Oof. Right then. So, round 2. Here we go. I know plenty of you will enjoy this one. What is it, I hear you ask, Dave? Well, it's dinosaurs. Of course it is. So, over here, I'm going to show you a picture of a dinosaur. Over here, just tell me which of the selection it is. So, here we go. I'll put an easy one for you. Ooh, look at that brute. What dinosaur do we think that is? Is it a... oh no. They changed the way it worked. The top one is Tyrannosaurus. So Tyrannosaurus, the second option is Spinosaurus. The third option is Brachiosaurus. And it's the top one. Just click the top one and you'll be fine. So they've changed slightly the way that you input the answers in that it does another line, but it doesn't tell you it's done another line. So if you copy and paste, in fairness, this should be the only one that it does it on, because they were just mad long names, these, and I didn't want to type them and copy and paste. Anyway, I digress. 100% of you were right. Well done. Well done. Hey, that makes up for the other question that I messed up. I've messed this one up in your favour. So we're equal. Possibly. You all would have got that one anyway, let's be honest. It's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. The best one in Jurassic Park, or is it? Or is it another one? Maybe the other one features. Clever girl. Right then, next one. Oh, what is this purple thing? What do we think? There's often a few seconds delay. I have to give you a few seconds to consider what's happening. Is it an Allosaurus? Is it a Velociraptor? Is it a Spinosaurus? Or is it a Brachiosaurus? Ooh. What a beautiful looking thing, nice and purple. Very pleasant. Well, people waved at Tilly, so that's nice of you. Thank you for waving back to Tilly, even if she wouldn't have the decency to wave at you. Right then. So, I can tell you, this is a Spinosaurus. So 74% of you said Spinosaurus. I'm doing a lot of thumbs up tonight. Good work. Good work. Right then, just wait for that to click. On to the next one. What is this? Definitely should have chosen a non-profile picture. Anyway, now this one is it a Triceratops? Is it a pterodactyl? Is it a Mosasaurus? Mosasaurus? Yeah. Or is it a Velociraptor? What do we think? Triceratops, pterodactyl, Mosasaurus, Velociraptor. I can see on the other computer, I can see the next one's queued up. Very exciting. Very exciting pictures coming up, ladies and gentlemen. So, this one, it would have been helpful if its face had turned around a bit so you could see there were 3 horns, but most people would know that anyway. 94% of you said Triceratops. Congratulations, the thumbs up continue. We'll have lots more thumbs up. Good. What is this one? What's this badger? What do we think? Is it an Allosaurus? Is it a Brachiosaurus? Is it a pterodactyl? Or is it a Stegosaurus? Oof. Oh, it's like being back in school, isn't it? I remember this from primary school. Also, you mostly learn dinosaurs, I think. Well, if you're a boy, that's stereotypical. I learnt a lot about dinosaurs when I was before school. I think you got all the toys, Tilly's got a dinosaur book. It says "Roar" on the front of it, and she walks around the house saying "Roar." Yeah, look, I'll show it you all to prove it. Maybe if you're lucky, later on I'll read it you. Look at this, "Roar."
Don't turn too many pages. You'll get the game away.
Yeah. Some of the answers from that book are in the quiz, perhaps. Anyway, good. I will continue. The correct answer was Stegosaurus, 97%. I'm carrying on with this. Yes, thumbs up. Here we go. Right then, next one. Woo! What is this humdinger? Very tall. Is it a Mosasaurus, a pterodactyl, a Brachiosaurus, or a Velociraptor? Don't know the names of many dinosaurs. Mosasaurus, pterodactyl, Brachiosaurus, or a Velociraptor? %, said Brachiosaurus. 1% of you thinks, not 1% of you, sorry, one of you thinks that this is a Velociraptor, which is incredibly frightening if they were quite that size. Brachiosaurus, well done. I'm not going to carry on doing the thumbs up because I've got this in my hand. On to the next one. Whew. This one is a long. What do we think? Diplodocus, pterodactyl, a Tyrannosaurus rex, or a Stegosaurus? I should have read through these answers a bit better. They're pretty garbage. Yeah, but there we go. We've not had anyone obscenely loud drive past yet. There's usually someone in some kind of hot rod, some youngster in a Mazda MX-5 or something. These people. Right then, Diplodocus. Well done, 94%. On to the next one. Ooh, what are these things? What are these? Brachiosaurus, Mosasaurus, it's got to be there somewhere. Pterodactyl, Ankylosaurus. Brachiosaurus, Mosasaurus, Pterodactyl, Ankylosaurus. I do very much enjoy the Jurassic Park films. There needs to be another one. But the last one actually, the last one wasn't that great. The first Jurassic World, like the reboot one, with not with Chris Pine, Chris
Hemsworth.
No. Pratt. Chris Pratt. With Chris Pratt, that one. That was good. I'll give you that. The one after that, bit weird. Nothing beats the original. People are telling me things. Pterodactyl isn't technically a dinosaur, I've been told.
Who said that?
Ed. What is it, Ed? Tell us what it is. The correct answer to the picture of what's on screen is pterodactyl. There we go. Right then, good. Next one. Ooh, what is this beast? What is this beast? This might split the men from the boys, or the nose to the don't knows. Is it an Ankylosaurus? Is it a Mosasaurus? Is it an Oceansaurus? Or is it a Carnotaurus? I'm just waiting for some follow-up from Ed. Ed's throwing out slurs on pterodactyls. There we go. What do we think for this one then? Oh, the countdown's going very quick now that I'm getting into it. The correct answer was Mosasaurus. Still, 58% if you got it. I'm impressed with your dinosaur knowledge. Number 9. Oh, what's this one? Pow, pow, pow. It's going to hit you with his tail. What is he? Is he a Carnotaurus? Is he an Ankylosaurus, a Diplodocus, or a Pteranodon? Pteranodon, maybe? However you say that. Carnotaurus, Ankylosaurus, Diplodocus, or a Pteranodon? Pteranodon, we'll go with. We'll go, oh, hang on, it's all going on here. Is it a bird? No, it's a flying reptile. There we go. Hashtag EdFacts. A pterodactyl is not a dinosaur. I should have put it in general knowledge or the animal round. If there's an animal round. Perhaps there is, perhaps there isn't. 58% said Ankylosaurus. I didn't write it on my screen, so let's see if you were right. Well done. I thought it was that one. Usually I write it in the notes on the other computer. What's this one? Clever girl.
Get the game away.
Maybe I did. Gallimimus. Is it a velociraptor? Is it an Alamosaurus? Or is it a Proceratosaurus? Proceratosaurus? I know some people who would like a Prosecco-tosaurus. Or a white winosaurus. That'll be my mum. That'll be her right now. With a Sauvignon Blancosaurus. That's my dad. Oh dear. Gallimimus, but I'll stop. The correct answer was, of course, Velociraptor. Those ladies of you who got it, clever girls. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch Jurassic Park. Great section. So, round number 3. What is round 3? Da 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 da. I need like a circular thing to go like this across the camera. Blood dribbles down. Good. Anyway, it's about James Bond. Oh, I like this song. Just for those of you interested in the music. Which of these were not a Bond girl? So it's going to be 4 names over here. No, over there. Just tell me which one of them is not a Bond girl. Holly Goodhead, Pussy Galore, Xenia Onatop, Dr. Molly Warmflush. Holly Goodhead, Pussy Galore, Xenia Onatop, Dr. Molly Warmflush. What do we think, Mr. Bond? Yes. No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. We're going to get plenty of this. I'm quite sad my friend Tom's not playing because he used to quote Bond at me with terrible accents, not like my superior accents. Anyway, that is, given the names, that is a good percentage. 69% of you said that Dr. Molly Warmflush was not a Bond girl. And 69% of you would be correct. The actual correct name, I changed it just a little for that lady from Dr. Molly Warmflush. No, from Warm Flash. Flash to flush. Anyway, next question. Which car did James Bond drive underwater in The Spy Who Loved Me? The Spy Who Loved Me. Wonderful film. Was it a Lotus Elan? Was it a Lotus Elise? Was it a Lotus Esprit? Or was it a Lotus Elite? I would quite like to one day own one of these cars. Well, not the underwater one, but one of the others named over there. Ooh, 48% of you said Lotus Esprit or Esprit. You'd be correct, it was a Lotus Esprit. Very good. That is a lovely car. It's like I'm looking at a picture of it. I was just away in my thoughts of it, jazzing about underwater, just like a champion. Imagine having a submarine car. How wonderful that would be. Good. What was the name of the first James Bond film? What do we think? Was it Dr. No? Was it Casino Royale? Was it On Her Majesty's Secret Service? Or was it Thunderball? My neighbours are outside, just realised. What do we think? Dr. No, Casino Royale, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, or Thunderball? Good, 72% of you were correct. Casino Royale was the first book that Ian Fleming wrote, but the first film that was made was Dr. No in 1962. So there we go. I was looking at my screen then thinking I had some facts about Casino Royale. I don't, other than it was a book and then a film later on. Daniel Craig, very good. Right then, next one. Which was the first Bond film to star Pierce Brosnan? Pierce Brosnan, good Bond. Was it Tomorrow Never Dies, Die Another Day, GoldenEye, or The World Is Not Enough? I remember the first time he appeared on screen. He was chasing Xenia on a top down a hill. She was in a Ferrari, I think 355, and he was in I think he was an Aston Martin DB5. Anyway, very good. Or was it some rubbish BMW?
Carry on, keep going.
No, it's fine, it's fine. Abby's telling me to carry on. The countdown was still going, it's fine. I need to watch that. GoldenEye, that is. I need to watch it. Very good film. Dun 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 dun. And also my most played computer game as a child, with Mario Kart in a close second. Helen, we had some good times. SPECTRE stands for Special Executive for Counter-Intelligence, Terrorism, Revenge and... what? Is it extinction, extortion, examination or enterprise? Special Executive for Counter-Intelligence, Terrorism, Revenge and Extinction. Special Executive for Counter-Intelligence, Terrorism, Revenge and Extortion. And the others. Enterprise. I quite like the Enterprise one. Because it sounds like that they make software. Perhaps. There we go. Spectre. Yes, Spectre. No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. Good. Extortion was correct. 66. Well done. So, let's go on to the next one. What is the code name of Goldfinger's plan to rob Fort Knox? So Goldfinger, he wanted to rob Fort Knox. What was the code name for it? Was it Operation Klondike, Gold Rush, Operation Grand Slam, or Operation Home Run? There we go. Do you know, Abby? Just keeps looking across like, what are you on about? What is the code name of Goldfinger's plan to rob Fort Knox? Well, let me tell you, I'm very happy with this one because only one of you got this right. And so the person who said Operation Grand Slam, well done, you get like a Bond Gold Star or something. You can feel free to go da 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 with some sellotape or something like that. Feel proud of yourself because you are 1 in 33 teams, I think. Yeah, Operation Grand Slam. Pachong. Good. Right then, on to the next one. What is Moonraker? Is Moonraker a space shuttle? Is it a laser telescope? Is it a plan to bomb the moon? Or is it an EMP satellite? What do we think? What weirdness have we got under the screen this week? What's there? So Abby's purse. What have we got here? Got an avocado. Got children's suntan cream. Got some wine at the end. Some general paperwork. Anyway, good. Moonraker was a space shuttle. So there we go. For those of you who said it was an EMP satellite, that's the story to GoldenEye. Watch GoldenEye. Very good. Right then, on to the next one. Oh, I pressed next. Who sang the title theme for Diamonds Are Forever? Rita Coolidge, Aha, Shirley Bassey or Tina Turner? You look like you were going to sing that then, Abby.
I was, but it's given a
Diamonds are forever. Perhaps. Rita Coolidge, Aha, Shirley Bassey, Tina Turner. What do we think? To the one person who said Tina Turner, you're obviously a fan of GoldenEye, perhaps, because she sang GoldenEye. Shirley Bassey sang Diamonds Are Forever. Diamonds Are Forever.
It's terrible.
Anyway, good. Which film opens with Bond attending a funeral and attacking the grieving widow? What do we think? He's attacking this widow, but why? Diamonds Are Forever, Thunderball, Dr. No, or From Russia with Love? If you're trying to text Abby to contact her in some way, don't bother. She's playing some kind of game on her phone where she makes fast food, waffles, burgers, who knows what. She's quite irate about it. Stop getting Bond wrong! Is a quote from Alan Partridge, which has just been sent to me. I'm not getting Bond wrong, I'm getting Bond right. Good. Anyway, which film opens with Bond attending a funeral and attacking the grieving widow? The answer is Thunderball. If you haven't listened to the soundtrack for Thunderball, please do. It's Tom Jones. Wonderful. You can't go wrong with Tom Jones, can you? Last question. How many Bond films feature the arch villain Ernst Stavro Blofeld? What do we think? He's the one with the cat, the white cat. No, Mr. Bond. 1, 5, 6, or 7. Also got that funky scar down his face. Mr. Bond? It's not that one. 1, 5, 6, or 7. He's a good baddie. Good baddie. The most recent ones he was in with that little guy. Christopher Waltz, is it? He was good. He was in Inglourious Basterds.
Oh, he was good in that.
That's a good film as well. If you've not seen that, go watch that. The correct answer was 6. 33% of you said that. And it brings us on to a break. Look at this, break time. Now then, so you'll get 3 minutes and I'll put the leaderboard on the screen and we'll see what's what. Right then. Where's my cable? This is just weird. Is it down the side? There it is. Not that it matters. Good. Right then. Let's move some things around here. So, let's make the magic happen. Bam! There we go. Right then. The unofficial Marion Bateman fan club. There we go. 26 out of 30. Very good. And also Taylor Swift. But there you go. You can see that the unofficial Marion Bateman fan club is winning by a minute. So, I keep thinking my neighbour's outside, just like outside the window, but I don't think they are. I think I'm looking at a bit of wall. I think it's just a bit of wall, which is white. Good. Taylor Swift, yeah. Sorry. So, so there's precisely a minute between Marion Bateman fan club and Taylor Swift. So there you go. Seconds count. I'll carry on. I'll be quicker. Kathy and the Caplins, well done to you too. Also drawing with Gone Nowhere and Sausage Fingers. The Tilly Bateman fan club, hashtag TBFC. Also doing well with 23. Taylor Towers, 23. Timmerland, 23. Josh, 23. Sherlockton, 22. Mark and Sophie, 21. Quizzy Rascals, 21. One of the Quizzy Rascals, who knows? Cat in the Hat, 21. Nice but dim. 21. Nikki and Joe, 21. Team Links, 20. Lots of 21s. Brayton Duo, 21. Look at that. Neil's beat Neil. Neil is Team Links. Neil is beating the Brayton Duo, which is Abby's mum and dad, by exactly a minute. Neil is Abby's mum's brother.
That was difficult.
That was difficult. I do apologise. Great. Family. Wonderful. Brayton duo. Well done. Tidies on 20. Ooh, usually higher. Sven and Olaf. Shrewsbury Crew. Master Bates. Go wait for it to load. This is going to Bert. Tim and Rachel. And the Trote. 007. Ooh, bit low down for 007. Quizeth Haraquiz. Always struggle to say Gareth's names. 18. That's all right. Sorry, that's really condescending, isn't it? Late to the party. Magnificent Melvis and the Pewet Pasty. 18. Shenley Massive. Doing all right, but being beaten by your family. Chloe and Paul. Will Blackie. Did something just flash off then? I thought I saw a light flash. Weird. Will Backy, Al Bondagaz. There we go. Al Bondagaz at the bottom. Whew. There we go. Right then. So apparently I've sufficiently wasted time here, so we can go back to this one. I will close this screen. Just have a drink a second. So, on to the next round we go. The next round is dun 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 superheroes. Yes, I know some of you will like this. It was going to be specifically Marvel, but then I like Batman, so it couldn't be just be Marvel. Right then. So, should we go for the first question then, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Here we go. How did Spider-Man get his powers? What do you think? Spider-Man got his powers somehow. Was it a military experiment? Was he born with them? Did he wake up with them after a strange dream? Or was he bitten by a radioactive spider? What do we think? Spider-Man. Abby's going like this, like just flashing fingers. I'm not going to say amen. She's going like this. 100% of you have said 4. Abby was going like this. Yes, it's 4. When you're not flipping burgers or whatever you're doing on your weird game. Good. Bitten by a radioactive spider. 100% of you. Well done. Excellent. Right then, they're not all that easy. On to the next one. Who says, "Don't make me angry, you won't like me when I'm angry"? Is it Donald Trump? Is it? Nah, it's not. But he probably would. Is it Hulk, Wolverine, Iron Man, or Batman? Although Trump probably would say that. Oh, I've tweeted something. Oh no. Oh, they've got rid of it because it's wrong. They should just delete him and just be done with it. Who says, "Don't make me angry, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry"? 94% of you said the Hulk. I'm wearing the right colour. It is the Hulk. And Tilly also wearing the right colour. Hulk is the correct answer. Well done. On to the next question. What colour was Iron Man's first armour? What colour was Iron Man's first armour? His first suit, what colour was it? Was it gold, red, grey, or black? What do we think? Gold, red, grey, or black? There's at least a couple of you who might kick yourselves with this. His first suit he made when he was in a cave from random bits and bobs, and it was grey because he couldn't paint it. But it wasn't black. The correct answer was grey. You might take from that. So thank you. Thank you. Well done if you said grey, and thank you for playing. Next one. What is Spider-Man's real name? Do you know it? Without even me telling you that. Well done. Is it Tony Parker? Is it Peter Parker? Is it Herbert Parker? Or is it John Parker? What do we think? Abby knew this one without even reading the name, so well done. Why do you know that?
I think I've seen a couple of them.
Abby doesn't even like comic book films, and yet she knows that. These are the kind of useless facts you pick up in life, isn't it?
I've seen the one where
He kisses her upside down.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Tobey Maguire.
Yeah,
There's a newer one which is brilliant. You should watch that one. Like that. No, I like Tobey Maguire. Oh, wasn't it romantic when they went, oh, May Kate, Mary Jane? Who knows? What is Spider-Man's real name? Peter Parker. 94% of you said that. No one said Herbert Parker, probably because that would be weird. Who was the first actor to play the role of Batman? The first actor to play the role of Batman. Was it George Clooney, Val Kilmer, Lewis Wilson, or Adam West? Abby looks confused, but I don't know if that's about the question or the amount of burgers that she's got to create.
It, but now I'm not sure actually.
What did you think? You thought it was Clooney, didn't you?
Yeah. I like Clooney.
Abby likes Clooney.
Who doesn't?
Apparently, who doesn't? George Clooney, Val Kilmer, Lewis Wilson, or Adam West? The correct answer is Lewis Wilson. He played it before the role before Adam West. Good. Which year marked Wonder Woman's first appearance? Wonder Woman, she appeared. Was it in 1940, 1941, 1942, or 1943? I'm aware that I keep sniffing, and for that I apologise. It's a bit pollen-y. It's really pollen-y today. Especially as we've got all these big trees and stuff over the road. It's gone a bit weird. 1940, 41, 42, or 43. Wonder Woman appeared in 41. There we go. Well done if you said 41. Thor is the god of blank. Is he the god of water, light, thunder, or wisdom? What do we think? Water, light, thunder, or wisdom? Although with it saying Thor is the god of blank, it really makes me think about what's that card game where you do something is blank? Oh, my brain's
Cards Against Humanity.
Cards Against Humanity. Thor is the god of. You could throw in any card there. Jimmy Savile, why not? Thunder is the correct answer. Good. And on to the next one. Right then, here we go. Which superhero's only weakness is kryptonite? Which superhero's only weakness is kryptonite? Is it Wolverine? Is it Superman? Is it Green Lantern? Or is it Batman? Well, apparently Blofeld is also in the new James Bond film that is delayed. That was a question from before. There we go. Good. Right then, anyway, which superhero's only weakness is kryptonite? The answer is, of course, Superman. There we go. On to the next question. Which superhero owns a company called Stark Industries? Is it Batman, The Flash, Green Goblin, or Iron Man? Which superhero owns a company called Stark Industries? Well, a lot of you are obviously fans of the comic booky films, because the correct answer, I just saw the bar graph for it go whoomph. That was filling with correct answers, by the way. Whee! There we go. Right then, the correct answer is Iron Man. Of course, Mr. Tony Stark. There we go. Sorry, I went off on a daydream a bit there. I was looking at the stats at the bottom of the screen. I've not dropped any frames this week, which is wonderful. Last week I dropped a few, but I've changed as I said before, I've changed the way it works. Excellent. On to the next question. What is the real name of the Incredible Hulk? What is the real name of the Incredible Hulk? Abby, any ideas? No? Is it Bruce Wayne? Is it Peter Parker? Is it Bruce Banner? Or is it Tony Stark? Bruce Wayne, Peter Parker, Bruce Banner, Tony Stark. What do we think? So, the correct answer is Bruce Banner. Hooray! Bruce Banner is the Incredible Hulk. Correct answer. Right then, next. That caught me by surprise. Oh, round number 5. Well, what is round number 5 going to be? What do we think? Well, let me tell you, it's travel. Who doesn't like to go travelling? This one was curated by the gorgeous Abigail over here. She's over there, not in your room behind you. She's behind the computer. Imagine that. Ha 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 ha! Here I am. Look beyond your sofa. Hi. Good. Question. Where is the Mascara Festival held? The Mascara Festival. Where is it held? Japan, China, Hong Kong, or the Philippines? Please ignore that there's a P in Kong. I typed it quickly. Hong Kapong. Japan, China, Hong Kapong, or Philippines? Hong Kapong.
I should type these next time.
You could feel free. It takes flipping ages. So, those of you who said the Philippines, big thumbs up. The correct answer is the Philippines. There we go. Hong Pong. Hong Pong, I've been told. I'm really sorry. I'm actually going to have to blow my nose just for a moment. Which is... Let me just mute you for a second. Oof, there we go. Good old hay fever. Right then, here we go. So, Philippines was the correct answer to that one. Let's go on to the next one. If you were to time travel back to West Germany in 1985, where would you find its capital? Berlin, Bonn, Hanover, or Stuttgart? Take yourself back. Let's all do this together.
Like you're underwater.
It's me. I'm in 1985. No, that's going back in time.
It's not.
I hope you all joined in. I like to imagine that my dad did. You better have. And if not, do it now, Dad. Good. So, the voting is closed on that. Bonn. Bonn is the correct answer. There you go. 67% of you said Bonn. Tres bon, as the French would say. Very good. There we go. On to the next one. What's the northernmost capital city in the world? What is the northernmost capital city in the world? Is it Helsinki? Is it Tallinn? Is it Nuuk? Or is it Reykjavik? What do you think? Is it Helsinki? Is it Tallinn? Is it Nuuk? Or is it Reykjavik? Apparently my dad did join in. Thank you, Dad. Good. So 63% of you said Reykjavik. Well done. That is the northernmost capital city in the world. Which capital has the most Michelin stars, as in restaurants, not tyres? London, Paris, Berlin, or Tokyo? Which capital has the most Michelin stars? London, Paris, Berlin, Tokyo. Interesting. 27% of you said Tokyo. You were right. It is Tokyo. Well done. Paris, you see, a lot of people would genuinely think Paris because it's Paris. There we go. We'll always have blank. Oh, pardon me. Sorry. Just yawning mid-question. Fill in the name of the capital city from this famous line in the film Casablanca. We'll always have. Try and click it again. We'll always have Paris. We'll always have Rome. We'll always have Venice. We'll always have New York. I've still not seen Casablanca, I don't think.
No,
Abby hasn't either. Are you interested in watching it?
I'm not sure really.
No. It's like there's so many olden days films out there. Not olden days films, older films which are meant to be classics, and they're just garbage. Good Morning Vietnam, bin off. Terrible film. The correct answer is Paris. We'll always have Paris. Good. Next question. Why wouldn't a stay at the Bangkok Hilton be particularly appealing? Why wouldn't a stay at the Bangkok Hilton be particularly appealing? It's the nickname for a notorious brothel from the 1920s. It's been demolished. It's the nickname of a flea-infested backpacker hostel, or it's the nickname of the city's most dangerous prison. What do you think? Brothel demolished, backpacker hostel, dangerous prison. Those of you who said prison, well done. I didn't know this until Abby said it before. I actually had to check if there actually was a Bangkok Hilton. There's not. Maybe because of the other Bangkok Hilton. There we go.
I've not heard of it.
No, I've not heard of it. Good. Which country has the most borders with other countries? Is it China, Russia, Liechtenstein, or Paraguay? What do we think? China, Russia, Liechtenstein, or Paraguay? Most borders. Which one? What do we think? We're 23.8 degrees in here now. We've dropped 0.4 of a degree. But it does feel a little cooler actually. And it's still a flipping baking in here. There we go. Anyway. Oh, interesting. 19% said China. You're correct. Well done, China people. China people. Well done, people who said China. It's China. In which decade was the expression jet set coined? Oh, they're the jet set. But what year? Was it in the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, or the 60s? The jet set. 30s, 40s, 50s, or 60s? Ooh. Pardon me, poor show, I'm yawning again. Well, apparently my friend Jimmy did a screening once of the film Casablanca. I remember once that I saw, my friend Jimmy did a screening of, what's the film with like the world's most It's the world's richest man. Doesn't he build a city? And it's... I can't remember. Anyway, it was garbage. Well, it wasn't garbage. It was just one of those old films that goes on and on. And yeah, he like builds a city and he's like the world's richest man and something or other. I mean, look, it's not 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi, which, by the way, wonderful. Everything explodes. It's excellent. Sorry, back to the quiz. 1950s was the correct answer. A young man just falling off his skateboard outside. Good. 1950s, yes. On to the next question. Which language has more than 50 words for rain, ranging from light rain, night rain, and light rain, and once in 10 days rain to rain from a cloudless sky? Is it Welsh? Is it Inuit? Is it Japanese? Or is it French? What do we think? Night rain. Rain in 10 days. Rain from a cloudless sky. The music's gone up a bit, building the tension to let you know that the correct answer is Japanese. They're quite like it. I'm gonna have to, after this, I'm gonna have to look for a list. I'm quite interested. I want to see a list of the types of rain. The Scandinavian word "flidscam" means what? Let me see if I can say it. Flidscam? Flagscam? Flidge? I feel like that should be flidge. Flidscam? Flidscam, yes! How's a flidscam? Is it a new concept for foraging for food? Is it flight shaming? Feeling climate guilt about using planes? Is it an electronic music genre popularised by Norwegian DJs? Or is it bread? Flidscam? Well, apparently, it's all come via that, what's that girl's name? How dare you? It's all from Greta Thunberg, apparently, and it's to do with flight shaming. So it's feeling climate guilt about using planes. So, you know, if you need to go to America, use a sailboat. There we go. Right then, so the correct answer, yes, was flight shaming. How dare you? What are you doing? Abby's just going like this.
Click his shoulder.
Good. Oh, that was the last one. I'm not paying attention at all tonight. The next round. History. Oh, I know my sister likes a bit of history. So, first question. Where was Napoleon Bonaparte born? Napoleon Bonaparte, he was born somewhere, but where? Was it Corsica? Was it Burgundy? Was it Brittany? Or was it Normandy? What do we think? I don't know any facts about Napoleon apart from he was short. Apparently. I'm sure it would have been proven otherwise if he'd actually been tall. Corsica, yes, 64% of you are correct. Next question. Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin and ... Who was the third astronaut involved in the Apollo 11 mission that landed on the moon? Was it Charles Conrad? Was it Richard F. Gordon? Was it Alan Bean? Was it Michael Collins? It would be kind of sad, wouldn't it, to be honest? I mean, it's not that bad. You've still got to fly around the moon, but you've just missed you've got your cake, you've just not got the icing on the cake. The icing on the cake is of course, landing on the moon. But, I mean, if someone said to me, hey, Dave, do you want to fly around the moon? I would say, yes, please, as long as I come back safe and don't die. There we go. Long-term goal, that is. Fly around the moon. It could happen. I feel like it could happen. How old am I? 30. I reckon in 30 years that could happen. Anyway,
Good. Michael Collins. You are correct. It is Michael Collins. Was Michael Collins. There we go. Who led the Scottish army to victory over the English at the Battle of Bannockburn? Bannock. I should finish reading before I. Anyway. Who led the Scottish army to victory over the English at the Battle of Bannockburn in 1314? William Wallace, Robert the Bruce, David II of Scotland, or Edward II of Scotland? What do we think? Who led the Scottish army to victory over the English at the Battle of Bannockburn? Well, here we go. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. We've got a tie between William Wallace and Robert the Bruce. Robert the Bruce is your correct answer. But there we go. It's not often we get a tie. Who sent the Spanish Armada to England in 1588? What do we think? Who sent the Spanish Armada to England in 1588? Was it Louis I of Spain? Was it Philip II of Spain? Philip III of Spain? Or Charles II of Spain? Someone click the right answer like that as soon as it appeared on the screen. Bam, I know this. There's some history buffs amongst you. Or cheaters. I'm really quite surprised we've not had a police car go past or an ambulance. It's quite unusual. So, who was it? It was Philip II. 56% of you know about Spanish Armadas in 1588. Well done. In which decade did the potato famine strike Ireland? What do you think? The potato famine, was it 1830s, 1840s, 1850s or 1860s? I remember doing about this at school, but I couldn't genuinely remember the year, and so I'm really interested to see if other people can remember the year. Well, there we go. Right then, the correct answer is 1840s. 30% of you were correct with that. A terrible old time in Ireland, sadly. Which American president was in power during the Black Thursday Wall Street crash? What do we think? Herbert Hoover, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Calvin Coolidge, or Dwight Eisenhower? I almost said his name was Calvin Coolidge. Makes me think of there's that film Hacksaw Bridge. Abby thought it was called Hawkshaw Bridge or
Hawkshaw Ridge.
Hawkshaw Ridge, Hawkshaw Bridge, Hackshaw Bridge.
There's no need to label the price though. I got it wrong.
It was good. Hawkshaw. Dad, Dave, should we watch Hawkshaw Bridge? What? But it's a good film, Hacksaw Ridge, if you haven't seen it. The correct answer is Herbert Hoover. There we go, we see. We're not too up on our American presidential facts, are we?
Helen should be, sure.
Helen should be, yeah. My sister Helen should be. She did politics and American studies. Nerd. During 1963 in Washington, D.C., Martin Luther King Jr. gave his famous I Have a Dream speech on the steps of which famous landmark? The US Capitol Building, the Lincoln Memorial, the Jefferson Memorial, or the Washington Monument? What do we think? If you've not been to Washington DC, which probably quite a few of you haven't, it's actually, I found it a really interesting place to go, and it's you just see so much which you've seen in films, you see it in real life. It's actually really interesting, and there's some really good museums as well, if that's your bag. But the Lincoln Memorial, which is the correct answer for this, is particularly impressive in itself. I would thoroughly recommend going if you have the opportunity. At which famous French landmark was the document signed which set out the terms of peace following the First World War? So where was the document signed? Was it Le Château de la Messardière? Was it the Palace of Versailles? Was it the Palace of Fontainebleau? Or was it the Élysée Palace? What do we think? Abby's laughing at me. I think I'm butchering the names. Am I not saying them right? How would you say them then?
I don't know, I haven't got them.
Le Château de la Messardière. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's the Palace of Versailles, which most of you got. Well done. Next one, number 9. Which part of Berlin was enclosed by the wall? Was it the north, east, south, or west? Which part of Berlin was enclosed by the wall? The Berlin Wall. What do we think? I'd quite like to go to Berlin as well. That looks like it'd be quite an interesting place to go. So again, so much stuff that you've seen on films and in TV. Yeah, it'd just be really fascinating, I think. Nerd! The correct answer, by the way, is west. West Berlin was enclosed by the wall. The wall! Bring on the wall! Number 10. The controversial film Birth of a Nation was used as a recruiting tool for which organisation? The Nazis, the Ku Klux Klan, the White Liberation Movement, or the National Front? I've been told that Berlin is fantastic. Thank you, Lauren. The Nazis, the Ku Klux Klan, the White Liberation Movement, or the National Front? What do we think? Whenever anyone says that something is controversial, it always makes me think, I'd quite like to watch that. But then when you see the names of the people over here, you think, actually, maybe I won't watch it. There was a film which had, Abby, what was that film called?
Daniel Radcliffe, it's Elysium.
Elysium? It was not Elysium. It is Daniel Radcliffe.
Something like that.
It was not Elysium because that was Matt Damon in space.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, there was a film with Daniel Radcliffe, and he was an FBI man, and he poses a Nazi chap. I can't remember what the name of it was, but I would thoroughly recommend it. It was a good film. Anyway, good. The correct answer was the Ku Klux Klan. There we go. Good. Right then. So it's time for a bake. A bake? I wish it was time for a bake. I do enjoy it. Imperium. There you go. Break time. Don't forget to wash your hands. All right then. Here we go. Where's the mouse? There it is. We will have a looky look at the leaderboard. Oh. Here comes the leaderboard. Taylor Swift, 54 points. The unofficial Marion Bateman fan club, 53. Oh, we're very close at the top there. We've got Nice But Dim, 47. Kathy and the Caplins, 46. Team Lynx, 46. Team Lynx going, woo, going right up there. Gone nowhere, Sausage Fingers. Mark and Sophie, Quizzy Rascals, Taylor Towers, Josh Blackie, middle of the road. That's unusual for Josh. Tim and Linda. This is going to Bert. Sven and Olaf. Tilly Bateman fan club. #TBFC. got Nikki and Joe, 39. There we go. Brayton Duo, 39. The Sherlocked In, 38. Masturbates, 38. Here we go. The Trotes, 38. The Tidies, 37. Oh, Tidies usually higher, but they might go higher on the next rounds. Who knows? 007s. Oh, Shevens with an S. It's usually 007. The first week they played this, I thought it was O's, not 00. So I thought it was, ooh, Shevens. Ooh. Late to the party, Shrewsbury Crew. Quizeth, Haraquiz. Cat in the Hat. Magnificent Melvis in the P-Wet Pasty. Tim and Rachel, Shenley Massive, Wool I Am. Wool I Am was the first person to log in today. I press go, and seconds later, bam, there they were. So thank you, Will I Am. Albondigas, those fancy balls. Chloe and Paul on Will Black. Will, what are you doing, Will? You're in last place, lad. Anyway, right then, here we go. Let's put it back on the old powery pointo. I will close that. Oh, I've been asked, are the Tidies not doing well on purpose? Oh, that is slanderous. Dear, oh dear. There we go. So, we're nearing up. We're coming into land. Last 2 rounds. Right then, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're hyped for round 7. Round 7 is films or movies, depending on how you like it. So, I'm just looking at the question thinking, did I just do sci-fi? I can't remember my next question. Hang on. Do I need to change what this was? Actually, who cares? First question, who killed Greedo? Greedo died. Who killed him? Hannibal Lecter, Han Solo, Hermione Granger, Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk. Good old Captain Kirk. Hannibal Lecter, Han Solo, Hermione Granger, or Captain Kirk. This iPad, I think the browser is probably going to crash in a mo. It is very, very upset with me. Oh, here we go. No, it is not all sci-fi. I saw that first question and thought, did I mean to put that in the superheroes one? But is Han Solo a superhero? He's not. But he is very good. 72% of you said Han Solo. Well done. You're correct. Abby said, who's Greedo? He's so they were in that what's that bar in Tatooine, and it goes he was in there and bang, got shot under the table. Was it in Cold Blood?
What was it though? Was
He was like an alien thing, yeah. But it was like, did Han Solo shoot first? Did Greedo shoot first? Did he just shoot a chap? Who knows? Oh, hang on. Mos Eisley Cantina. That's correct. Thank you, Rob. Right then, so now we know who killed Greedo. Which 1984 film featured a main character named Axel Foley? Was it Back to the Future, Beverly Hills Cop, Footloose, or The Breakfast Club? Axel Foley. What do we think? Back to the Future, Beverly Hills Cop, Footloose, The Breakfast Club. I would thoroughly recommend you go on Spotify and search for Axel F. After this, of course. If you don't know what it is wonderful.
Stop it.
I'm not going to do it. Abby was just looking at me just going, he's going to do it. I'm not going to do it. we're not going to do it. 88% of you said Beverly Hills Cop. Well done to you. On to the next question. What is Dorothy's surname in The Wizard of Oz? Dorothy had a surname, but what was it? Was it Bale, Yale, Hale, or Gale? What do we think? Whenever I see Bale, I think of Gareth Bale. Good player. I was just going to say, was it Gareth Bale, Gareth Yale? Dorothy Bale, Dorothy Yale, Dorothy Hale, Dorothy Gale. What do we think? 78% of you said Gale. You are correct. Well done to you folk. What can I say? Well done. Who performs the most on-screen kills in the Lord of the Rings movies? The Lord of the Rings films, the recent ones. Slap them all together into one. Count who kills the most people. Is it, come on, Legolas, Boromir, Frodo, or Gimli? Which one of these is the most, I was going to say murderous. Is it murderous if it's war? What do you think? That is a hot topic. Hot topic. Is it murder in war? We'll save that one for another week. So Abby thinks it was the one with the axe, like the troll guy, Gimli. You think it was him? It's not him. It was Legolas, you know, the one with the bow and arrow.
Yeah, of course I know Legolas.
Choo! Of course you know. Who played him?
It was Orlando Bloom.
It's Orlando Bloom. It's Orlando. Correct. The correct answer was Legolas, Orlando Bloom. Next question. Which of the following actresses appeared in the 1986 film Top Gun? Michelle Pfeiffer, Julia Roberts, Meg Ryan, or Helen Hunt? What do we think? Who appeared in Top Gun? Michelle Pfeiffer, Julia Roberts, Meg Ryan, or Helen Hunt? That's a good film I've not watched in a while.
I don't know if I've seen it all the way through.
You've not seen Top Gun?
All the way through, probably not, no.
You never close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips. There's a wonderful part of it. Look out for that. Correct answer, Meg Ryan. 59% of you. Well done. You've lost that loving feeling. Just search for that on Spotify. What kind of thing is Red October in the 1990 film The Hunt for Red October? Abby's making weird gestures at me. Is it a missile? Is it a computer program? Is it a satellite? Or is it a submarine? Missile, computer program, satellite, submarine. Which one do you think it is? Red October. That's a good film as well. 94% of you said submarine. Very good. It is submarine. Sometimes this is just quite slow, sorry. How many Oscars did the 1994 movie Forrest Gump win? Forrest Gump, it won several Oscars. But how many? What do you think? Just having a bit of a stretch. 3, 6, 9, or 12. How many Oscars do you think it won? These shorts are quite tight on the old thighs. Doing a good amount of cycling. Yes. Good. My burly man thighs. I can tell you, it won 6. It won Best Actor in a Leading Role, Best Director, Best Film Editing, Best Picture, Best Visual Effects, and Best Adapted Screenplay. So there you go. And if you've not seen that, by the way, please do watch it. You're going to hear a siren in a minute.
I didn't rate it that much.
What? Forrest Gump?
Yeah, wasn't my favourite.
Abby's wrong. It's a great film. We should watch it again. I'll just let
There's
this
better Tom Hanks
siren go
films.
past. Good. Tom Hanks is very good, by the way. Always watch Tom Hanks films. And who's the black guy who's always good?
Morgan Freeman.
Well, yeah, he's always good. No, the other one.
Denzel.
Denzel. Ooh,
Gotta watch Denzel.
Denzel films. If you've not seen every Denzel film,
Watch them.
bloody watch them. Brilliant. Yeah, it was 6. Next one. In the classic 1980 movie Flash, Brian Blessed plays the king of which race? Was it the winged birdman, the treeman, the iceman, or the flying mole man? What do we think when he said, Gordon's alive?
He's got such a good voice.
He's got a very good voice. He did an episode of Have I Got News For You as the presenter, and if you can find it online, watch it. It is brilliant. It is brilliant. He says Gordon's alive. Of course he does. The correct answer is the winged birdman. Good.
He's still alive,
He's also Grampy Rabbit in Peppa Pig. Oh, you see, I knew someone would say this when I said, who's that black guy? Apparently, imagine saying, who's the white guy in the good films? Abby knows. You see, this is the thing. It's Abby and I have got a connection. She knows what I'm talking about. If I were to say, who's that Chinese guy? I don't have a Chinese guy in mind. And Jackie Chan, why not? Probably not Chinese. Anyway, love the Chinese. Next, who holds the record of 14 nominations for the worst actor at the Razzies? You know, like a... Which, by the way, is one of Tilly's best sounds. Razzies. Is it Arnold Schwarzenegger? Is it Nicolas Cage? Is it Sylvester Stallone? Or is it Kevin Costner? Who's had 14 nominations? So basically, out of these four actors, which one generally comes across as terrible? But sometimes just has a moment of absolute gold. The correct answer, by the way, is Sylvester Stallone, who is pretty garbage and everything. This one, Nicolas Cage, right here. Admittedly, he's probably a different height on your screen, maybe up here, maybe down here. Nicolas Cage, I have a fondness for Nicolas Cage. If you've not seen The Rock, oof, that is a good film. Also Face Off, also Con Air. Oh, it went a bit downhill since then, but those three, Face Off, Con Air, The Rock. The Rock is my all-time favourite film. If you've not seen The Rock, watch The Rock. It's incredible. And I've not watched it for a few years, actually, Abby. We should watch The Rock. That's what I'll be doing after this. I'll watch The Rock.
I'm not watching The Rock.
Abby's going to go to bed. I'm going to watch The Rock. Woo! Good. Yeah, Sylvester Stallone. Next one. In which country, last question number 10. In which country was actor Russell Crowe born? Sometimes this is just dire. USA, New Zealand, Australia, or South Africa. Yes. Yeah. Abby's just doing like this with her hand, but it's like obviously with the correct number. It's just like you could just go like this. I mean, it's not that, but you know. The correct answer was Australia. He is an Australian. So, round number 8. Before I tell you what round 8 is, should we have a look at the top of the pops? Leaderboard. The unofficial Marion Bateman fan club. Ooh, 62. Taylor Swift, 62. So we've got 2 people right at the top there. But the unofficial Marion Bateman fan club is currently winning. Oh, hang on. Oh, did I say it was New Zealand? Oh dear. I've been sent a screenshot telling me that I've made a whoopsie. Was it New Zealand? I thought it said...
I'm sure it's Australian.
Was it Australia? I thought it was Australian. Sorry. 28% of you got a free point there. Oh, here we go. No, he was born in Wellington. Do you know what? I actually had that. I had that written on my screen over there. Yeah, New Zealand, born in Wellington in 1964. Sorry. Yeah, what am I on about? The answer's New Zealand. The answer is New Zealand. It is not Australia. I don't know why I've said Australia. I think what it is I saw the 59% here and just, I've not made an error. I've not made an error at all. I've just doubted myself and then been shown up by people. I've made an error. He was born in Wellington, New Zealand in 1964. So the quiz was right. My speech was wrong. I do apologise. Anyway, unofficial Marion Bateman fan club 62, Taylor Swift 62. Look at that, there we go. After them, a bit of a gap. Kathy and the Kaplans, all Team Links doing well, number 4 as well. And then, yeah, nice but dim, 52, 49. Oh, we got some good numbers there. Right then. Let me get back to the PowerPoint. And we can continue on round number 8. I hope you're all hype. Round number 8. We're still looking at this. Russell Crowe. Don't need to look at Russell Crowe. Round number 8. Anyway, sports. Yes. Which I'm excited about the way. Premier League's back soon. Maybe that's a question. Maybe it's not. Who knows? Very good. How many rings are on the Olympic flag? The Olympic flag has some rings on it. But how many? Is it 3, 4, 5 or 7? What do you think? 3, 4, 5 or 7? Lots of rings. I don't have any other.
I don't know what a ring is.
I know. Just having a great time making the Olympic logo. 7 would be particularly impressive. No one said 4, which by the way is Audi. Number 5, not number 5. 5 is correct. So, well done. If you said 5, that is of course correct. Bam! In darts, what's the most points you can score with a single throw? 1 dart. You're going to get 20, 50, 60 or 180. What do you think? 20, 50, 60, 180. I like that someone very confidently went 180. I know 180 is darts. Bam. Like the graph went woomph and then just slowly it just trickled down. Pop, 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 pop. As everyone said 60. 180 would be correct if you maxed out for 3 darts on treble 20. But 50 is a bullseye. Pachong. And treble 20 plus 60 is the most you can get on 1 throw. 60 is the correct answer. I'm going to stand up, you know. It's a long time to be on that stool. There we go. Oh, a bit more. There we go. Hello, I'm standing. Outstanding. Right then, so the next one. When does the Premier League resume in the UK? with, by the way, Aston Villa playing on the first day? Is it the 17th of June, the 19th of June, the 17th of July, or the 19th of July? What do you think? And the next thing to look forward to is Formula 1 coming back. That'll be good. But who knows what on earth will happen there. 17th of June, most people said. Yes, you are. Yes, I've gone South African. Yes, you are correct. 17th of June. Next one. Who won the World Cup in 2018? The World Cup for football. France, Spain.
2010.
2010. What did I say?
2018.
2018. Though, did it happen in 2018? Yes, it did. 2010. 2010. France, Spain, Brazil, Netherlands. I've probably thrown people off now because the winner in 2018 is also on the screen. France, Spain, Brazil, Netherlands. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Who won the World Cup? It was Spain, with their red and yellow flag. There we go. Next question. Which baseball team won the first World Series? The first World Series. Who won it? The Pittsburgh Pirates, the New York Giants, the Boston Americans, or the Detroit Tigers? I put Netherlands in there on the last one, just as a slight slur to my brother-in-law Tim on, because he's Dutch. They've never won. He's pointed out to me they've never won. I know. Sad face. Although they have had a good team on a number of occasions, so I'm not sure really how they haven't. My mum wants to know who her fan club is. If you're my mum's fan club, please let me know. Maybe it's her. Who knows? They're not playing as Tony and Marion tonight. Anyway, which baseball team won the first World Series? It was the Boston Americans. Snappy name. Boston Americans. Next question. How many strikes makes a perfect game in bowling? Is it 10, 11, 12, or 13? How many strikes? We need to get bowling again. I love bowling. I once remember going with my friend John and him saying, yeah, let's go bowling, let's go bowling. Absolutely annihilated everyone, and then just goes, oh, did I not tell you I used to work at Mega Bowl? There we go. 12 is a perfect game in bowling because you get your 10 and then you can do 2 more. So there we go. I've only bowled a perfect game once. I haven't. Next question. In golf, a birdie is 1 under par, an eagle is 2 under par. What is 3 under par called? Is it a seagull, a bald eagle, a toucan, or an albatross? What do we think? Seagull, bald eagle, toucan, or albatross? The answer is albatross. Well done to those of you who said albatross. On to the next question. What jersey number did ice hockey, what jersey did Wayne Gretzky wear? Was it 1, 9, 69 or 99? So Wayne Gretzky, back in the day when you bought an ice hockey game for the Super Nintendo or anything like that, it was always Wayne Gretzky's hockey. What a champ. 1, 9, 69 or 99. What was the number on the back of his shirt throughout his whole career? Undoubtedly the finest ice hockey chap ever. The correct answer is 99. Well done to those of you who said 99. Right then, 2 questions left. Not next, they are next. Next up, who was the first person inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame? What do you think? Was it Randy Savage, Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan, or Vince McMahon? Randy Savage, Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan, or Vince McMahon? What do we think? I believe WWE made all of basically everything historic free to view at the start of the old coronavirus thing. I need to check if it still is, because I wanted to watch the Royal Rumble with Yokozuna again, like I did as a child. Very exciting. I remember using the old VHS machine to record them on Sky Sports, and you wake up in the morning after it's been on at like 4 in the morning and realise, no, it's not recorded properly. Terrible times. The correct answer was Andre the Giant. 39% of you are correct. So, the last question. How many periods are there in an ice hockey game? In a typical ice hockey game? 2, 3, 4, or 6? How many periods are there in a typical ice hockey game? 2, 3, 4, or 6? Tension is mounting. I can feel it. I can feel it in the air. That might be the warmth. It's still 23.5 degrees in here. Well, what can we say? The correct result is 3. I think it's 20 minutes and 20 minutes, and then a longer one, a longer break, and then 20 minutes. But thanks for playing. Should we have a look at the leaderboard? And then I'll let all you. Oh, where's my mouse? There it is. Oh. Are you ready? Here we go. So, the unofficial Marion Bateman fan club has won with 72 points, which is it's quite an impressive score. So, well done to the unofficial Marion Bateman fan club. You've done very well there. I still have no idea who that is, but good. Please let me know who you are. Taylor Swift was second with 70 points. Nice But Dim was third with 62 points. Kathy and the Kaplans was 61. My mum and dad are Taylor Swift, so well done to them. They were flying under a flag of Taylor Swift. There we go. Oh, I've been asked why there wasn't a canal round. Right then, let's see who else we've got. Kathy and the Kaplans, well done. Team Lynx, Josh Blackie, Sausage Fingers, Quizzy Rascals, Gone Nowhere, The Troats. This is going to Mark and Sophie, Sven and Olaf, Masturbates, Tim and Linda, The Sherlocked In, Quizlamic State, yes! Good name, I like that, Quizlamic State. Nikki and Joe, defeated by the Quizlamic State. Taylor Towers with 49. Quizeth Haraquiz, 47. Late to the Party, 47. 007, 46. There we go, Brayton Duo, also 46. Oh, hang on. Crikey, 007, that is super quick, 10 minutes. If only he'd clicked the right answers. But that's impressive. Shenley Massive as well. Oh, 1 point behind the Brayton Duo. Shrewsbury Crew as what, 25th? The Tidies, 26th. The Tidies, have you had a bit of gin today, perhaps? Or have the questions not been in your favour? Will I Am, Tim and Rachel, Al Bondercast, those meaty balls. Cat in the Hat, Magnificent Melvis, and the P-Wet Pasty, Will Blackie, Chloe and Paul. Will Blackie, look at that, you pulled yourself out of trouble right at the end, haven't you? Right then, let me click leaderboard so you can see in front of you where you are, in case... There we go. There we go. So, let me just move that off my screen so I can see what's going on. Let's go back up to the top. Ba, 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 ba. There we go. The unofficial Marion Bateman fan club. Well, what can I say? Thank you very much for playing. It's been a pleasure. We won't be here next week, but we will be here the week after. We're going to move to bi-weekly just because it takes a whole world of time to do this, and I also have to fit things like doors and other DIY things, and also I want to go cycling when it's nice and warm. So thank you very much for joining us. The next one will be on the 12th of June. 12th of June it will be. So, oh, there we go over here. So thank you very much for joining us, and we will hopefully see you soon. Thank you for playing.